Just want to confirm that before they lock anything in, you know?
Yeah. I guess... Wait.
Wait. It's... Okay, so I think this might be Senna Neela bottom with the Zeri mid and top Aurora. And then D+ like, okay, we'll play Smolder.
I mean, it does a lot of damage as the game goes along.
This draft is silly.
You don't necessarily have to do that with this comp, and they are going to go for Kai'Sa, which I think is better comp-wise for DK.
It is very good into the Zeri and can, you know, get on top of the Aurora. The Aurora has been shown, like, she has a really poor win rate, actually, in the LCK. She's 2-4 at the moment, but I think she's very strong if you can draft around her. They have good setup.
We'll see what happens here as we're hopping onto the Rift for game number 1.
It's not good if you might get...
What about the Corgi butt shake? I mean, clearly better than the spinning.
Yeah, I'm going to have to lean on Showmaker for this one.
Yeah.
Or lean towards, I should say. Fisher trying to get some damage done here to Lucid. Proc that fleet footwork.
Did. I mean, they saw Lucid, right? I thought they did. Maybe they didn't. As Sylvie's going to have to flash here at level 1. Just a very awkward trade that we don't often see in
Pro. See a lane swap here into the top lane for D+, pushing the Aurora out of lane, which really hurts. Going to go over. It's not a horrible pushing lane there, as so you have Sylvie.
Where's he going?
Yeah, he's going
to take the red.
He's going to get away with it, too, because they're really indexing into making sure this top push goes off.
Yeah.
Kingen is up there as well, but this is going to be a lot of plate gold going over to Anila. And on the top side, the Kai'Sa is going to get some of that gold, as it looks like they're going to swap back now. This is feeling pretty good for Nongshim, as Sylvie's not only going to get the red buff, but will also get the Krugs without a hitch here, completely unscouted, uncontested. Not too far behind, in fact, ahead in XP.
Yeah. And Lucid's like, wait, where's my jungle? There's just nothing here. That's weird. And Sylvie, very nice pathing early on in this game.
Really
at the end of the day,
I don't know if he saw the ward. Lucid's up here.
I think he knows now. He just got hit by the minions.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lucid looking for a play. If he lands this ult onto Mihail, yep, he's going to land it. There it is, the flash on in from Kingen, and he is just so dead. Nothing that Mihail can do, even flashes, and he still dies.
And no answer just yet. Sylvie's coming over, but he alone I don't think is going to be enough.
Okay, they're going to engage on a Sylvie, but now Moham is here, and immediately Sylvie's like, oh crap, there's 3 of them. I didn't mean to get into this kind of fight, but Sylvie's just going to go down. His first blood given over, it said, actually, over there to the Kai'Sa, and it is going to be another kill given over to Moham, as that is just going to be 3 kills on the board now for Deeplaskia.
Yeah, tricky. This situation, Sylvie's on this first, but definitely Prio goes to D+. They have this TP as well, and I think Nongshim should be wary of actually looking for an engage. Jiwoo can't close the gap.
Yeah, Nongshim very split up here. They're trying to group up, and they're going to get that cleanse out of Jiwoo, but Moham in a bit of a trouble here as the Aurora ult does come down. Moham might fight the dust. Yes, he will, but Sylvie goes down as well as aiming takes him out. As now Lucid trying to disengage here. DK don't want any more, but that will be a second kill going over to Mihail on this Aurora.
Yeah, so he picks up 2 deep later on, and to put the Sylvie deep into the enemy jungle as he is now. There's playing through this top side. Here comes Fisher.
Yeah, I'm trying to go for an all-in here on the Showmaker, who will respect it. Does go for a flash, especially with Sylvie making his way up here. As the Nature's Grasp, he is under turret, but he's still killable as in goes Sylvie, and Showmaker will be taken down. It's 500 gold given over to Fisher on Zeri. As we got another fight in mid here, though, as it looks like Neela has pushed up a little bit too far. Jiwoo's going to go down.
Well, Sylvie support, who is a pseudo 80 carry in this case with Fisher.
Oh, he's got aiming with him, and there goes aiming right into the back line. Takes out
Void Seeker. Once he's hit by that, he is definitely just dead. There's no turret to go to as Moham's going in.
Trying to go in here on a Jiwoo. They're going to get the cleanse out.
Just not very valuable, unfortunately. And aiming is, you know, one of our best Kai'Sas, and he's making use of the gold.
So they're just standing on the ward, and they have no idea. They're still just going to go in for the fight. The Aurora catches everybody, but DK don't seem to care, as a lot of damage do go into Lucid and Moham, though, so they have to back away. Fisher also trying to go in with this ult, but now he's going to have to flash away himself, kind of trying to do it all by himself, and he will be punished for that. Really chop away at all the MR on the side of DK, especially with Mountain Soul on the cards here. Ziu is going to get caught by that in mid-dash. Doesn't even have to cleanse though, so he just walks it off. But trying to set up here for this Mountain Drake is DK.
Yeah, Moham's a little bit split off. Looked like he was just going to walk straight into 4 people, but he doesn't realize he can't take that path and takes the longer path around now. And what looked like a great Drake start for D+, they're now outnumbered. Showmaker is about to walk into a TP, he sees it.
Mihail's just in the back line. He's just going to be blown up immediately. Gets taken out, and now the equalizer does a good job zoning them away. A bit of damage is now on this front line. Notion's still trying to fight it for some reason. They have already lost the fight. It's double kill for Aiming, as now some big ones are coming out, and the poke from Aiming as well as he dashes into the back line. And this could even be a penta, but it is just one guy to get away. Jiwoo, a quadra kill goes to our Gold King.
Oh man, I mean, yeah, I was trying to set up a flank angle there, but just gets collapsed on. Showmaker's denied entry, but it just doesn't matter. Now D+ have their eyes on the Baron. Moham's already been on it for a second or two, and now the rest of the team shows up. So a big team fight win. Dragon goes over. 4 kills for Aiming. After, okay, hold up. Maybe an angle here on the Showmaker.
He's just trying to turn onto Mihail, and yes, he has a lot of damage, but that is 2 guys. Make it 3 now as Fisher flashes the wall. Equalizer comes down, just kind of half-heartedly to try to peel, but that is going to be Showmaker taken down.
Yeah, and that's a big pick here. You know, he had the Immortal Shield Bow, as I don't know if you want to go in on this Aiming. He's not going to. You know, he looked at his inner demons. He said, not this time.
Never got a chance. Like, there hasn't really been a true team fight where Notion are like, okay, Neela's going, we got Maokai, we've got all these guys.
Maybe you'll get it now.
Send ultimate over the top. Let's see it. Come on, let's do it. One time for the boys, says the root's going to come down. Equalizer, a lot of damage into Notion, and that is just Baron given over to D+ Kiaz. In goes the Aurora, and Moham is in a really rough spot. And now Mihail is able to jump over to the side, but they only get 1, as Lucid still has his flash, and he doesn't even have to use it.
Yeah, Mihail's ultimate is pretty decent in the pit there. It's just not quite enough. They get the pick onto Moham, who's left behind. He's a Leona, but they get an inner turret. Maybe they can get more here. There's a Neela ult.
Yeah, he's going to use it onto Lucid and then nearly die. Not quite being ult. I think that's just frustrations. He was like, come on, I want to use this. Like,
yeah.
Negative. Yeah, they're just waiting for the next wave, and I'm sure they will get into the positive.
They went up. I saw a +6 for a second there. You know?
Yeah, okay. Well, Sylvie's going to throw out an ult here, knowing that this is the push that the wave that they want to go on. But now here comes the Wombo combo. Not really going to layer it well onto Sylvie, who does get away with the Maokai Twisted Retreat this time. And finally, D+ Kia get into the positive here with plus 200 gold on the Red Bull Baron power play.
Yeah, it's really just
trying to create some kind of resistance, but already a little bit behind the 8 ball.
Hanging on the flank here for an equalizer setup.
All right, they're trying to engage on a Lucid as the cleanse will come out, and everybody on the side of Ocean just abandons ship. Just gets away, just tries to kite it out. Lucid is pretty low, and now the Aurora ultimate comes down. They catch Lucid. They catch the jungler of DK, and that is going to stop this push from coming in. Jiu also going to be able to lock down a kill, but that just gives Aiming another one, and now potentially the snowball to come in as everything is on fire. But Kingen maybe disrespecting the enemies now as they push forward. Noshim looking for more, and they're looking for the big shutdown onto Aiming as he has the Zhonya's, but only the Zhonya's 1Q does a lot of damage, but it's only a trade 1-for-1, and Noshim are on the push.
They're on the push. They're going to look for this inhibitor at least. I mean, there's 4 members down. Kingen doesn't have ult. They might just be able to end this game. I think they can. They have a ton of damage from these champs that they have up and available. Mountains, Dragon denied.
Baron is very risky. You can see already some of the health bars being chipped away. It's not just Aiming, it's also Showmaker as in goes Moham, the equalizer. Again, this is not a full committal, but now Aiming gonna pull the trigger. Big solar flare onto that backline, but the damage was not put in. Lucid super low, and so is Moham, and so is Aiming. Aiming the first one to go down. Showmaker just throws his life away in the river, and Noxim are just outplaying them.
That was a disastrous fight from D+. Very puzzling calls there. The Aurora ultimate locks down Aiming, and now Lucid, the last to fall. I think maybe they'll get an inhibitor this time, Val. Maybe even more.
I think without Baron, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, they could just kite down towards the mid inhibitor, worst case scenario. But I mean, look at this. With 6 scrubs, they can definitely push the issue. I mean, Showmaker's not up for 13, aiming for 10. I think they just end.
Yeah, they just have to push potential, enough minions, and not enough D plus Kia. Nongshim Red Force win game number 1. Again, they absolutely got punished. And I feel like it's very well deserved. I think Nongshim played it out very well, and they baited DK into these weird fights that were always on Nongshim's terms. And that was fantastic. Like, look at the damage everybody did there.